Tired of battling that stubborn belly fat, wondering, what's the sneakiest enemy lurking in my diet? We've all been there. Today, we're pulling back the curtain on the #1 item that stops belly fat loss, and it's not sugar or carbs. Prepare to be amazed and maybe a little bit annoyed when you discover the unexpected foe standing between you and your dream belly. And stay tuned until the end, because I have some actionable steps that will make eliminating this obstacle from your life effortless.
This is Metamorphic Fitness.
Picture yourself diligently working out at the gym, religiously doing sit-ups, and yet that stubborn belly just won't budge. Despite months of effort, the scale shows little progress. Even those committed to keto and intermittent fasting find themselves in the same belly battle. So, what could be making it so hard to lose belly fat? It's alcohol, more specifically wine. People frequently hear that pure alcohol is not a carb, making it keto-friendly since the main goal of ketosis is to reduce your carb intake. On the other hand, it's possible that they've also heard of wine being keto-friendly since it doesn't contain any residual sugars. Wine frequently contains small amounts of residual sugar, as does beer, and a category of other mixed drinks. However, pure alcohol is usually not a sugar or a carb, rather, it's something else. It doesn't directly raise insulin or blood sugar levels. It also doesn't directly cause extremely severe insulin resistance, but it does so indirectly. Being in a social situation can be a little tougher when trying to say no to having some, and it doesn't get easier when you see advertisements where people are drinking alcohol, beer, and wine, and they all appear to be in good health. It would be better to show what a heavy drinker looks like after consuming a lot of alcohol. So what is the issue with consuming wine or other alcoholic beverages for your stomach? The liver is responsible for the issues associated with consuming wine or other alcoholic beverages for your stomach. Hepatocytes, the cells that make up the liver, view alcohol as a poison and must eliminate it. It transforms it initially into a more reactive and poisonous substance in an effort to eliminate alcohol. Furthermore, alcohol poisoning damages hepatocytes or liver cells as a result of its toxicity. It can damage liver cells and cause trauma. And as a result of this biochemical breakdown, fat accumulates on the hepatocyte, the liver cell, which begins the process of converting your liver into a fatty liver. As a byproduct, it causes a great deal of inflammation and scarring. And if that continues for a while, you may get cirrhosis, which raises your risk of liver cancer and a host of other problems. The other issue with alcohol is that it significantly raises estrogen levels in men while simultaneously lowering testosterone levels. And it's likely that you've heard about the advantages of consuming alcohol moderately. They recently discovered that it was nothing more than an industry-sponsored marketing scheme. In fact, they also discovered no benefits to consuming any kind of alcohol. Along with that, alcohol's empty calorie content is another issue. You heard right. Alcohol contains calories. If you look at the number of calories in a gram, for example, you have about 4 calories in a gram of carbohydrates. There are 4 calories per gram of protein and 9 calories per gram of fat. Alcohol has 7 calories per gram, which is nearly the same as calories from fat, but it lacks nutrient density. Since it contains no nutritional value, the body must actually use certain nutrients in order to metabolize it. It will therefore deplete certain nutrients such as B1, folate, other B vitamins, copper, zinc, and more. Alcohol depletes vitamin B1 more than the other nutrients. Therefore, the more wine or alcohol you consume, the less B1 you will have. This can lead to a variety of other side effects, including hangovers and anxiety, worry, nervous tension, restless leg syndrome, and regular tiredness.
If you're enjoying this video so far, please support us by hitting the subscribe button and liking the video. By doing this, you are helping us reach more people to share this amazing information with. If you have a topic that you want us to talk about, let us know in the comments. We are looking forward to sharing more amazing content with you in the future. Now that that's out of the way, let's get back to the video.
Since 50% of people drink alcohol, it's possible that you fall into that category as well. Additionally, 5% of those 50% also drink heavily. Remember, this video is all about raising awareness, with a particular focus on your abdomen because as your liver gains weight, that fat has to go somewhere. Ectopic fat, which is what surrounds the organs, and visceral fat, which is between the organs, are the 2 places where it goes. And for that reason, the abdomen begins to swell. Regardless of whether you follow the ketogenic diet, intermittent fasting, or simply consume alcohol on the weekends, eliminating this abdominal fat will be extremely difficult, if not impossible, due to the damage that alcohol causes to the liver. It has the effect of preventing you from burning fat or oxidizing it for a much longer time than you may imagine. Let's take an example where you had a few glasses of wine. It is unlikely that you will burn fat for 48 to 72 hours following that incident. Let's say that you only drink once every 3 days rather than every day. The effects of alcohol on the brain, both mentally and emotionally, are substantial. It has an impact on the hormone and endocrine systems. As I mentioned earlier, estrogen is increasing and testosterone is decreasing. It has numerous other implications related to your gut, specifically the gut microbiome. It also impacts the heart, producing various detrimental effects. Now the question is, what should you do to avoid alcohol? You should be aware of the effects of alcohol, and if you want to lose this belly, you might want to give it up completely. If you're unable to do that due to your cravings, examine the underlying cause of your drinking. Is it to lessen anxiety, or is it better suited for social settings? Bottom line, just stay away from those situations that you find yourself in repeatedly. Stay away from areas where others are consuming alcohol. Make some friends who don't drink. Don't store alcohol in your home. Consider alternative methods to relieve yourself of stress. There are many things that can help reduce stress, such as lemon balm tea and the ashwagandha herb. One of the best things for reducing stress is vitamin B1. It's better to look for a natural source, though. I've recently discovered that taking one right before bed really does improve your quality of sleep. You'll fall asleep without delay and wake up feeling completely rejuvenated. Especially if you have been consuming alcohol, particularly wine, you will discover that it will replenish a deficiency and generally make you feel much better in a matter of minutes. Next, you could try drinking some kombucha tea. Look for the lowest sugar content possible. Kombucha tea has an intriguing texture that makes it feel like a carbonated beer. It's somewhat thick, slightly acidic, and it makes you feel really calm. A very small amount of alcohol is also present. However, it's a useful product for a transition away from alcohol. Therefore, feel free to purchase some kombucha tea and utilize it in its place. Lastly, if you still can't stop drinking, you can also dilute the alcohol by adding some sparkling water. Just add enough water to make half and half. You would now consume alcohol at a level that has half the harmful effects. Another thing you can do is take milk thistle before heading out to social gatherings where wine will be involved. Now, what makes milk thistle so intriguing is that it protects the liver from toxins such as snakebite poisoning, mushroom poisoning, and Tylenol toxicity. It's an extremely unusual natural herb that can also be beneficial for cirrhosis, liver inflammation, and fatty livers.
For weekly freebies and contest giveaways, make sure you follow the link in the description to Metamorphic Health Weekly, where we send out a wide range of health tips, free recipes, fitness tips, and contest giveaways. Be sure not to miss out. Click the link below for Metamorphic Health Weekly. We hope you enjoyed today's video and would gladly appreciate it if you gave us a like and hit that subscribe button to help support the channel.